So I got into real estate almost 20 years ago, and it was not necessarily by choice. I had a dot-com company that was part of the dot-com bubble and burst, and it was really unique. It was part of what is called adventure racing. And adventure racing, quite frankly, is the origination of reality TV here in the US because there's a guy named Mark Burnett that brought it here and started what was called the Eco Challenge. Well, we used to do that, and I had the idea of developing a company that did training and teaching and had online gear sales and things like that for it. And it's funny because I remember spending $160,000 on a website at that time, which was extremely painful. And luckily, we went through a venture capital process. We got venture capital. We ended up having a second round that was supposed to come in, and we had a buyout offer from Mark Burnett as well, who was supposed to buy the company because it was doing very well. And that was in about 2000. So what happened in 2000, though, is in March and April was the bust. And we were about 4 weeks away from our second round of venture capital and our buyout offer. And I had visions of driving the Ferrari and living in the big house and all that kind of stuff as well. And in the span of 10 days, our venture capital company pulled out because we were not big enough. We was just a small niche market. And I found myself going from having those visions to homeless and carless and less than $100 in my pocket because everything got liquidated as well. And the interesting thing is I was in Brazil doing an adventure race at the time, and almost got stuck there and couldn't get back. So luckily I did, but I came back to absolutely nothing. And it took me, a little while of wallowing in self-pity. But what happened is that I ended up calling my mom, who'd been in real estate for about 20 years. And I said, hey, I'm going to do real estate. And by the way, can I borrow money to take the course? And, you've got a spare bedroom. Can I move back to Charlotte and do that as well? So I got into real estate thanks to her, had a job bartending, waiting tables. And everybody kept telling me, they said, all right, it's going to take you a long time. It's difficult. There's tons of competition. There's all of this stuff to get it. And it's just going to take you a long time. So to get started and to do it. And so I listened to that. I went to all the trainings in the office that I joined as well, which was her company at the time. And I just, I lucked into selling my first little condo in about 30 days, but it was pure blind luck. It had nothing to do with anything except for I was willing to go out and take action from what people were telling me. So I went and sat in an open house and ended up selling that actual small $90,000 condo. And so that caused me to look around and say, all right, why do you have some agents that are out here that look like they're doing something, and then so many agents out here that are failing miserably? And I started doing a lot of research and found some mentors to look. I ended up changing companies, and that was my first mentor who had systems in place that he could use, repeat, and make sure that he is going to get the same result every single time when he does a presentation. So I adopted those systems and ended up finding out that it's about the actions that you take. It's about finding out the true things that people are really looking for when they want to do something in real estate and solving those challenges for them. It's about providing information for them, building a relationship, and making sure that you're aware that you are helping them with the single largest financial transaction that most of them will ever make in their lives. And that's massive. You're changing lives. And so I wanted to do it well. And I ended up learning, and I struggled a lot. I threw a lot of money away, but over the course of time and over the course of that year, I ended up being an international rookie of the year, and sold over $12.5 million, ended up building that to $60 million business, and then ended up bringing a franchise company to Charlotte and was the first agent there, had 3 offices, also ended up moving to another area, doing the exact same results, doing over 12 million in the first year, 60 million in 3 years, moved to another area and did the exact same results. And I figured out that it has nothing to do with a market. It has nothing to do with anything else except for willing to do the things that actually work. Real estate is a very simple business. It's not an easy business. And so my piece and why I'm here is because I'm tired of seeing 500,000 agents come into the business every year and fail every year. 87% of them don't make it to year number 5. And there's no reason for that. It's because they're getting dragged into various places and finding the silver bullet over here and the magic pill over here and chasing the squirrel and all the stuff that's doing that. So I'm here to cut through that crap and to give the agents actual, real, repeatable, proven systems that will help them achieve a life of their dreams and do the exact same thing that I did as well. So I'm here to make rock star agents, to make every single one of the agents that are out there that follow the process and are willing to take massive action to make that happen, to help them live a life of their dreams and truly become that rock star agent in their market. And that's why I'm here.